Welcome back. The players were dodging voodoo queens, the law, and men with hatchets. Let's meet the players.
My name is Tyler. I'll be playing Dirk Thoroughfare. He's a former high school football standout turned semi-successful Hollywood stuntman to varying degrees of success.
Hi, my name is Brooke, and I will be playing Jody Stewart. Jody is an all-star bounty hunter, and her motivation is to keep that adrenaline pumping from when she played lacrosse.
My name is Jessica. I am playing Genesis Santa Maria, a one bad mother honeypot. I got jumped a lot when I was younger, and I'm always looking for a fight.
Hey, I'm Scott. I'm playing Charlotte Martineau. She is a humble beginning sleuth who is here to crack the case, find the clues, and figure out exactly what's going on.
Charlotte, what are you doing?
Okay, so Charlotte's in this room with three large Haitian men with machetes, and there's also a young lady here. So I think
she's fleeing to the balcony at this point.
Okay, so she's gone to the balcony. I think Charlotte is going to slip into the bathroom and lock the door behind her. And I think Charlotte is going to use some brains on this one. And in her pocket, she still has a hefty dose of super weed.
Nice.
That she found while cleaning the room up of all of its contraband.
Yep.
So I think with Crazy Joe's lighter in hand and the bag of super weed, she's gonna like roll up a magazine and spark up and try to basically smoke out the guys in the room. She's gonna blow some of this super weed under the door.
Roll plus soul, the official stat of luck and drug usage.
Okay, my soul's a 0, so I'm gonna roll 2.
Yep.
Big money, no whammies. Oh, it's a 7 on die.
All right, so how's this for no whammies? You are feeling super dizzy and maybe getting the blue and purple vision of vertigo. But as you come in, as you hear them confused, they're chasing Rhiannon to the balcony. One smashing on the door, and you hear gunshots. And then they stop smashing on the door. And you hear, I got a warrant. I'm gonna find those drugs.
No, there's no drugs here.
You can. He sees a cloud of smoke rising from under the door.
That's from earlier.
Yeah, so there's a cop on the other side of the door. He took care of the Haitians because, you don't know exactly what's going on in the room, but you heard a lot less yelling after the gunshots.
It sounds like it. Okay, I'm gonna open the door, and I'm gonna just play innocent and be like, oh, thank goodness these guys, they locked me in here. They wanted me to smoke this giant doobie, I guess it's called. I don't know. It's some sort of crazy thing. I don't even know what drug is. Like, what is drug?
Roll plus smooth.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Would this be considered heat, Adam?
Yes. So you immediately mark 1 heat.
I have
everyone else has marked 1 heat for your various crimes.
Charlotte is
Genesis, who's not been caught with anything.
Charlotte is squeaky clean, so the DJ must use double heat to affect me.
Well, I think being caught with someone who's looking for drugs is smoking drugs.
I'm doing it's a smooth roll?
Yep.
5, 6, 7. 7.
All right, so you're clear of heat, but he is he just looks over. He looks at the apartment and he thinks that it's clean, and then like there are like machete marks in the walls. And all the, whatever wasn't smashed is smashed, and the TV still has a limp going through it.
Mm-hmm. And I blame it all on those guys. I'm like, they just came in here, terrorizing the place. I think they were drug users. I've seen some, reading materials at my college about, the undesirable reefer addicts. And
do you show him your private detective license?
Yeah. All
right,
I do.
He sees that, He thinks it over. He knows that he's not going to be able to get charges to stick to you. And he said, well, if you bust Joe Lab, we'll just believe your story. How about that?
Yeah, I can absolutely.
3 murder raps.
Oh, this is on me now? Okay.
It's going to be a lot of questions. I don't know if people... This might make people want to get you as a private eye. It might ruin those college aspirations of yours. Well, we won't have to find out if you can help me bust Joe Ladd.
Okay, detective. I think I can help you do that. DJ,
and we'll just turn this, and then he just takes the super weed. He takes it, puts it over the floor, dangles it over the toilet. Stubs it out in the sink and then puts in a bag labeled evidence that he puts into his jacket pocket.
Okay, detective. I think we can help each other out here. I think we can come to a nice arrangement here. What I need is just a little bit of time. I'd be happy to deliver you Crazy Joe Ladd and all of the evidence that you'll need to bag him. I just need the heat off us for a little bit.
I can keep this under my hat until midnight.
Deal. We'll be in touch.
As you shake your hand, you realize that Joe is supposed to go on live at 12:05.
Cool.
All right, downstairs, there's a lot of people just kind of walking up real friendly close to you, Dirk, as you try and carry a dead body.
He really likes piggyback rides. He's dead tired from swimming in the pool. We're fine.
One of the guys takes off his dark sunglasses and reaches to take off your dark sunglasses. So he can actually make eye contact, because otherwise he just can't see what's going on there.
Right. Yeah, he takes mine off.
What exactly is going on here? Genesis, you also hear this.
Having
so much fun. Whee!
You see, he's having a blast. We're trying to get him.
Hey, you've been blasting, son. You've been having a blast.
No,
so much fun.
Yeah, he's just having fun, just having a good time. Blast is not a euphemism for anything. It's good, clean American fun.
Whee!
Roll plus smooth. Genesis can assist.
That is a 4.
All right, Genesis.
8 and my smooth is a 3, so that's an 11.
Well, it's a +1, so that's a 9.
Oh, my bad. Whoops.
So all the cops notice that you're doing the voice. They just stare at you. It's not gonna. Dirk, you get to roll one more die and keep the best 2.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. It's nothing changed.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
All right. So we just cut to a bit later. Jody, the Dans have Jody is answering questions from the Dans. We've got in another heaping helping of pancakes. And Joe comes over to the squad. We see him open the ambulance doors, stumble out, and just tap at the window of the squad car where Dirk and Genesis are both being held. Hey, what are you two doing in the back of there? You look like me.
What? God, Joe, how do you keep doing this?
Oh, well, I piss off. The PTA doesn't like me. The DEA doesn't like me. Nobody likes me. Except you guys. You're pretty cool.
You know you keep dying, right?
I can't die.
You can't?
I haven't yet.
Are you trying?
I never try. If you don't try, you can't fail.
Okay, there's going to be a lot to unpack later. For now, can you help us out of here?
Oh, hi, Charlotte.
Oh, hi.
I presume that you went to investigate where everyone went, and the concierge very bitterly told you that they went to the Howard Johnsons.
Okay, we're all at the Howard Johnson.
Did not take Champion and all the top of your investigation skills to find these guys.
Yeah. How long is it until showtime? I checked my watch.
You guys better leave pretty soon.
And where do we need to get him to?
Studio 5B across town.
Ooh, guys, we got to get to Studio 5B. Who's in the back of this squad car?
Dirk and Genesis. If you get Jody in here, and Joe, there's your ride right there.
Yeah. I grab Jody, and I pull her to the side and say, "Hey, look, I don't. We just kind of got to get out of this bind. I think we can't get. I've made a deal. I've cut a deal that should keep some heat off of us for a little bit, but we got to get across town."
What kind of deal did you make?
Look, that's it'll all work out. Just trust me on this, and we can get Crazy Joe to the show on time if we just.
Meanwhile, Jody has been cursing and sputtering at you this entire time until you find a way to get rid of her. Yeah.
We just put her why do you have this old lady handcuffed? Is she a bounty? Is this a bounty? Are you doing a side job? Are you doing a side quest while we're supposed to be watching Crazy Joe?
I'm always looking for side quests, but the reason why I have her is she was picking up the throwing knives that Genesis had. She had something to do with that whole incident. So I'm keeping her here because I figured she might help us later.
All right, I feel like this is a good chance to give this woman the third degree and ask her some questions.
All right, go for it. Yeah.
I get the sense she's related.
You get her into one of the side booths at the Howard Johnson. The waitress just gives you another one of a 22-year-old detective questioning an old voodoo priestess. This again.
I say 3 milkshakes, please.
Yep.
And so I'm gonna roll to give someone the third degree, right?
Yeah, brains, baby.
Okay, I'm rolling 2d6. That's a 7 plus my brains is a 3, so I get a 10.
All right. What do you do?
I also have an ability called Girl Next Door. When giving someone the third degree, I gain 1 extra hold, even on a fail.
Nice. So you can get what you want out of Mama.
Okay, cool. What I want to do is try to ask her, what does your character intend to do with? What does she intend to do with Crazy Joe?
Probably kill him for real and give the gift of immortality back to Baron Samde.
Who's Baron Samde?
You know from your encyclopedic knowledge that is one of the god of death in voodoo lore.
Okay.
I'll give you that one for free.
Okay.
So Joe is an aberration that is conquering death. You get a sense that she'd love to take advantage and steal it for herself, but with her gang dead, she knows that she's not going to get long enough opportunity with Joe, especially if Jody's still around.
So Crazy Joe Lad has the gift of immortality
so far,
and so far, and this Mama, what's her name? Steal it from him.
Yeah.
Okay. How does she intend to do that?
The ritual dagger.
Ritual dagger. I assume that involves does that mean Joe's going to die if you do this procedure?
If you get rid of someone who's died before his gift of immortality, typically they die.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah.
White courtesy call. Would you please come over to the desk? Dirk Thoroughfare to the desk.
Wait, how is he gonna get there?
Yeah, are we?
You guys are in the. Yeah. Well, Larry Shoemaker does not know that you've been arrested.
No.
It's true. Jody, go take that call.
It's perfect. It's not like Rhiannon teleporting almost.
They're just gonna call fruitlessly for me.
Yep.
I'm gonna go over and try to take the call.
Hey, Larry here. How's it going?
Hey, it's going great.
So, how is Dirk?
He's a little tied up at the moment, but he's doing well.
Is he arrested?
More or less.
All right. Well, you guys better be leaving for the show. So hopefully, how many of you guys are not arrested right now?
Oh, we've got enough for a driver and a babysitter.
Okay. Well, bail money is not part of your per diem. So.
Oh, okay.
Better handle that. All right. And when was the last time you saw the Dans?
Oh, I just finished talking to them.
Okay, good.
Just a little while ago. Yeah, they're doing great.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right. So, Charlotte, you had another question?
How can I get your character to I want to try to cut a deal with her. Like, how can I get Mama Legba to just buzz off for a little while? I'm just gonna be like, we've caught you. You know what? Take the weekend and maybe try again in the future.
Oh, she'll definitely leave if you're going to let her go. She is an elderly black woman in a Howard Johnson filled with police officers, and she has a knife on her and has sent 3 people to commit murder. So, yeah, she'll definitely take a deal.
Okay, I'm gonna take that knife off of her and pop those cuffs off too.
With energy in your hand, giving you dark whispers of a world beyond worlds, but otherwise pretty normal dagger.
Cool. Just put it in my back pocket.
Yep.
Yeah.
Champion begins growling at it.
Citizen.
What is that?
Citizen is my dog.
Citizen.
I go, you want this boy? And I give it to him.
He growls and won't touch it. It clatters to the floor as the waitress comes by with more coffee with the milkshakes.
Okay. We leave. We just dine and dash. I say, I
verbal behind you as you just leave the dagger on the floor.
I drop the dagger into a milkshake and we F up. We get out of here. I'm like, Mama Legba, it was lovely.
Strawberry to chocolate just turns burbling and yeah.
Yeah, we exit frame and we leave.
All right, Genesis still tied, still cuffed in the back of a car. What's
Jody.
Yo, we gotta get out of here.
Where did Joe go?
Where's the cop that
in the
arrested
Howard
us?
Johnsons and in the Howard Johnsons.
You know what?
Okay, we're no longer.
No, that's where they are. You guys are in the car. You asked where 2 other people were.
What if, hear me out, if we kind of shimmy so that we're back to back and we both try kicking out the windows of the car at the same time?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah?
Let's do that.
All right. Double drop kick style?
Yes.
All right.
Roll plus Dirk, why don't you roll plus I'm going to call this a stunt. You know?
There we go.
So you get to roll with something extra here.
Okay, yeah.
Not the first time you've had to operate stuff while handcuffed.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah, come stunt.
That is a 7.
All right, so.
Or wait. Sorry. Explain something extra again, real quick.
You get to roll 3 dice and keep the best 2.
That's right. Never mind. So that is. Ooh. That is a 10.
All right, so as you kick out the windows, you hear like a bunch of heads turning, and then you see just a cloud of black something, like a mist, explode against the window of one of the sides of the Howard Johnson, so that the cops can't see out that window to the parking lot.
We've unleashed a dark presence in the Howard Johnson.
Yes, but you guys aren't getting any heat, and you're able to, with Jody's help, get out.
Yes.
So, assuming you guys have a limo service or one of you brought a car.
I do have a motorcycle.
Okay.
I have a Honda Civic.
All right.
I got a truck.
All right. So you guys are able to get Joe.
I took the bus
over weekend tonight. And as you get over there, there's just massive confusion. There's something happening on another stage. There was just a big event today with someone named Ducky Harris. Not explained exactly what was going on there. But the Kaboom show is just in disarray, and that's been causing a panic among the staff. So
Ducky Harris just got taken down for payola.
Oh, it's more interesting than that.
Oh.
We'll have to do an episode about what happened on the Kaboom show.
Ooh, the meanwhile.
Yeah, that's definitely a meanwhile.
Okay, all right. So
there will be a big question of how you were there at the same time, but that's the 70s for you.
Yeah.
Twins.
Okay.
What's the plan? Joe is pretty much alive, but you can tell that the excitement and all the people fawning over him, he's just kind of overheat, just doing this, doing that, and like he's turning red, and his breath is kind of like leaving him.
All right, we gotta get him to the green room.
You have like a few minutes in the limo to plan, or in your cars to plan what you're going to do when you get there. But as soon as you get there, that's kind of the situation.
Okay, so what's the setup? Who's driving who here?
It does not matter.
I think we're all in the Civic. We all pile into the Civic. We pile into the Civic, and we're parked in the alley outside the studio, and we're like, okay, there's a huge mob of people like that are going to be in the studio. I assume we got to get Joe to the dressing room, right? To the green room at the very least, so that he can prep. And then from there, we'll figure out sound check after that. Yeah. It's probably almost showtime by this point, right?
Yep.
I have to assume the Dans are going to be there. And I don't know, maybe Larry can help us out.
All right, so
allegedly the manager.
Find out, in the other drama, Larry is there. He's standing next to a payphone. It seems that he's been there all night. You see a line of people angrily behind him. But as he just every time you think he stops, he pulls out another dime and puts it into the phone.
He's just been on this payphone for 6 hours.
Hours and possibly days.
Okay.
So he's there. And the other big thing is Douglas Falcone, star of Space Pioneer, is performing tonight, and he wants to sing. And that won't go well for anybody.
Oh, man.
Space Pioneer is a TV show that's recently announced that they're going to make a movie of it. It was a 60s TV show. But that is literally another...
How washed up is Douglas Falcone?
How what?
How washed up is Douglas Falcone? He was the star of this 60s show.
He's still washed up enough to be the guest host tonight.
Okay, on a late night show.
On the most popular Chevy Chase was on the show, so it was big. He decided to do SNL instead, but still, it was a big deal.
Okay. Okay, so slightly below Chevy Chase is what we're thinking of. I think all right. So if Larry is going to tell us that about Mr. Falcone, I think we need to make sure this thing goes off without a hitch. So I turn to the three muscled fighters in the group and I say, okay, which of you or which pair of you wants to go have a little conversation with Mr. Falcone?
I'll have a little conversation with Mr. Falcone.
All right, so Genesis, as you make your way to the dressing room, you see standing out the door wearing an authentic Space Pioneer uniform is the girl from earlier. Oh. Apparently when she heard Joe had completely left and had died, and people were trying... No, I think the fact that people came to Joe's room and attempted to murder him is what lost her interest in this. And she just stares at you. And she's just going to take a plastic phaser, like a pretty solid piece, and just chuck it straight at your head. What do you do?
A plastic what?
Like a phaser.
Like from the show?
A laser pistol. A las piss.
I swear to God, we can fight right here, right now. Do you want to fight? Let's fight.
So do you say that?
Yeah.
All right. It dings off your head. You're going to take another harm.
What?
Yeah, I said she threw something at you and you started mouthing off to her. The second time talking instead of responding to scenarios hurt you. So you're at 2 harm now.
They say the large part of a fight is the talking. That's most of it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Not the part that hurts, though.
She learned everything she knows about
Yes.
She learned
All
everything
right,
she knows
so
about
they're
fighting
my
from pro
basic
wrestling.
All right, so Genesis, you're just going to get into it with her?
No, I'm going to actually look at my moves, and I am going to deliver a beat down.
All right.
Yes.
Roll
Yes,
plus might.
finally.
All right. So that's 2d6 plus might.
Yep.
All right. So my might is +2. 6, baby.
All right, 6 plus 2 or 4 plus 2?
4 plus 2.
All right, so
I think once Genesis goes off to intimidate Mr. Falcone, Charlotte would turn to Dirk and be like, Dirk, will you just make sure she doesn't like knife him? Like, we just want to scare him. Please go with her. Please keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
She's kind of a wild card.
all right, so Genesis, not only does this girl kick the crap out of you, you're taking another harm. One of the PAs comes over to break up the fight, and it's the girl from middle school.
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Oh, no.
She's just like,
Wow.
still losing fights. Jenny?
Still mean. Look, I'm with the talent this
Got it.
time. You're still just backstage.
She looks over at one of the teamsters like, hey, can you give us a few minutes here? Like, all right. And she starts kicking you because you're on the ground at this point.
No.
I'm gonna intervene and
This is
pull her
about
off
when
of-
Genesis has somehow turned talking into Douglas Falcone into getting jumped by apparently a crew member and an extra.
Yeah.
And she's told you she was the persuasive member of the party, so that raises some questions.
Wait,
Yeah,
can I do angel eyes? Too late.
That would have been a great idea before people started kicking your ass. We'll see what Dirk does.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna hang on 1 second. I am going to. What am I gonna do?
I will say, if this girl bullied you in 3rd grade, there's some like romantic tension there for
7th
sure. You could seduce her easy.
Yeah, apparently, the people who want to fight Genesis do not have crushes on her.
I'm going
It's
to.
bad for her, but less problematic for the audience, perhaps.
I'm
Cleaner.
gonna use stunt double for this particular scenario.
Read that for us.
Stunt double. When you choose to take a hit intended for a nearby character, roll plus might.
All right, roll plus might.
Nice.
That is a 6.
All right, so you get in there, and somehow one of the grips, who was her boyfriend, just body checks you into the craft services table. So you're just like, hey, and he's like, don't touch my girl. And one of the producers just sees you do this and is like, that's pretty funny. Just, you want to be on the show next week? We got a guy who keeps falling down sketch.
Okay, so we are both getting the crap kicked out of us right now.
Yep, Jody, what have you been up to this whole time?
I guess someone's got to be with Joe still, right?
Yep. Because he was last time you saw him panicking and about to pass out from the attention.
Right. Yeah. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on him and trying to calm him down. So I started patting him on the back. Hey, are you feeling okay? Like, you want to go into the back room, like, and just relax and ride with all his hands? Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, do you have a special way that you're doing this, or you're just going to kind of be calm and supportive?
I'm going the calm and supportive route of trying to bring him back there, but I am keeping my eyes peeled for any fans that are getting too close or harassing him.
All right, so why don't you scope out the scene with brains?
Okay. Oh, that is so low. I got a 5.
All right. You guys started this off with 3 successes in a row.
Oh, can I help her out?
Yeah,
I have my wingman ability.
Yeah, so roll.
So trying to calm down. She's trying to calm. Jody's trying to calm down Joe and like take him sort of backstage to the green room.
Yep.
And I think in order to help out, Charlotte if there's like a crowd of groupies.
Yep.
I think I mentioned that I sort of like seed it, like whisper in, like, oh, Douglas Falcone is signing autographs and also giving away memorabilia backstage over there, back in his green room. Okay, so since I have wingman, when I help a brother out, I roll with something extra. So I rolled I take the top two, so that's an 11 on dice plus 1. It's a 12.
All right, so Jody, re-roll one of your dice, or roll another die and keep the highest.
Okay.
He's giving out signed space show memorabilia.
What did you roll,
Nice.
Brooke?
I rolled the same thing. I'm still stuck at a 5.
Ooh.
All right, so Charlotte, you get the groupies running. Genesis, Dirk, you are both taking an additional harm as a crowd of people just storm through and step on you. Luckily, this keeps your attackers away from you because there's just no room for them to kick your ass anymore. But Jody and Charlotte, you come across the kind of beat up and definitely mangled form of Dirk and Genesis, respectively. As Joe walks into Douglas's green room and promptly dies.
Oh, okay.
Causing Douglas to scream. Heavens, no!
Oh, no.
There's a dead man in here. There's a dead man in here.
This is a good read.
Thank you.
Douglas. Well,
We'll keep momentum with you, Charlotte, because you've succeeded at a roll in the last 20 minutes.
Okay, all right. Okay, a new plan. Mr. Falcone, lovely to meet you. Not really.
Oh, so you're trying to push through? Because you just created a stampede towards the door. You don't have
It's true. It's true.
You do have a dog.
That's true. I use Citizen to clear the way. I go, okay, boy, clear a path. And he starts barking, and everybody, yeah.
All right.
He's trained for crowd control.
People do not. Can someone get the animal handler back here? But you're able to make your way to the door as Joe took 3 steps into the room and fell right through the glass coffee table.
Okay. I introduced myself to Douglas Falcone, and I'm like, Mr. Falcone,
yes.
Look, I heard that you wanted to, go on and sing tonight. And honestly, Crazy Joe is going through some stuff right now. He's having a tough time. Now,
he appears to have died.
Yes, that happens with him. But, he's going through some stuff. He'll hopefully bounce back from this and probably write his best album. But right now, he's at rock bottom. So I think, how does this sound? Doug Falcone and the Buzzards. One night only, a special show. I assume you know all of the Buzzards hits, right?
Absolutely.
Plus, the Dans can totally carry you.
Yeah,
I think
they won't have to. I'll get to makeup. All right,
yes.
And you just hear he walks away. The girls are going crazy, but please, later. Within 5 minutes, the Dans will be yelling at Genesis for letting this happen. But for right now, your problems are solved. So what's everyone doing? Dirk and Genesis, you're able to get to your feet.
I think we just all pull ourselves into Doug Falcone's dressing room. We have the limp, lifeless body of Joe with us, and we just close it off, right? All right, so okay, how are you guys doing? You seem pretty roughed up.
Yeah, we have seen better days.
Something less for your physical rolls now, because I think you've taken 4 harm.
Oh,
geez.
You might need to get the set medic in here. Yeah.
Actually, I was gonna mention that because my thing that Dirk Thoroughfare has is a 24-hour on-call medic.
All right.
For all of his various pyrotechnic accidents.
Let's just, for convenience sake, say that he's at the studio. He was called for an incident earlier this afternoon, so his answering service calls him. He calls in and he's able to heal one harm from Genesis. He's got some Band-Aids and some bourbon.
His name is Horizon Blue Cross. That's a good joke.
Kaiser
Yeah.
Blue Shield, but yes. No, yours was better. All right, fine. So what else are you guys being up to?
Kaiser Permanente. He's a German royalty.
No, Dirk, actually, he comes into the room. He sees Joe, and he said, Dirk, he's dead. Can't do any medicine to someone who's dead. You need an embalmer.
No, he does this. He dies a bunch. It's kind of a whole thing he does. It's
only one person who dies and comes back, and he saved humanity by absorbing its sins.
Yeah, sure. But
you read those pamphlets I gave you, right?
What?
You read those pamphlets I gave you, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. We got a lot to talk about, definitely. Don't worry about the corpse in here. I know that sounds weird. I'll explain later. For right now, myself and my friend Genesis here have, how do I put this? Gotten our asses beat all day. We could use some help.
Mm-hmm.
If you
have your he'll just he owes you, the favors are flowing there, so you both heal one harm.
Okay, cool.
Jody,
hey, can I get a piece of that? Can I get a piece of that heal one harm?
Yeah, why not? Yes. But it's gonna keep you in the room as the Dans come back. They are furious. Did you tell Doug Falcone that he was part of the band tonight? Oh, and Joe. Oh, and they just shoved Joe with their foot.
Guys, I can explain everything. First of all, Doug Falcone knows every word to What Is Drug. And he's never been more excited to finally let the world know what a great singing voice he has. So I think this is going to be great cross promotion for the both of you.
That's a guy who thinks fighting involves hitting someone in the back with your arms together. I don't trust his ability to do singing. I don't either, says the Dan who hasn't talked so far.
Dan S, Dan L, so whatever your names are, Dan's. Maori. Trust me. What Is Drug is going to be a #1 hit all over again after tonight. Now,
what is drug, says Joe. Baby, don't hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
See, and he's fine. He's alive. He's alive. Joe's alive. Great.
Got a lot of glass in my forehead. Can I get some of that doctor love over here? And your friend looks at you, Dirk, like, what are you doing with your life?
Look, Dans, I'm with Genesis on this one. I think, every amazing rock band has to get rid of their lead singer and get a new lead singer. Every rock band gets better when they get a Sammy Hagar type, right? Like
Joe is just crawling like a Zuvembi, just grabs your ankle and crawls into your lap, blood gushing, pieces of glass. I knew you'd betray me, Charlotte.
And Joe, what is the one thing that every great rock and roll star must do?
Go solo.
A solo album, Joe. It's your time to break free of the buzzards and leave them behind. You guys are on separate paths here.
Roll to convince someone. Genesis or Charlotte, who do you think is taking the lead here?
What's the skill?
Is, convince someone to do what you want. This is plus smooth, baby.
I have a smooth 3.
I got a smooth 2, but I think I'm helping.
Yeah, you're definitely helping.
Ten plus 3 is 13, baby.
I got a 4 to help out.
All right, so Joe, everyone in the room is super hyped and convinced. Even the doctor thinks it's super cool. And then a PA just pokes his head in. Hey guys, you guys, I don't know if Larry told you, but you guys are on next week. We have.
I'm gonna fight you.
Oh no! He starts running away, and into the room comes a guy with a giant suit, and he's like, "Hey everybody, my name's David, and I have a band that I'm going to be. Oh, something happened at the coffee table. Well, I guess that's kind of what happens when you live 9 lives in the fast lane. And that's the adventure. Thank you, David Byrne, for closing us out there, but that is the adventure. Yes.
David
That's awesome.